differences and changes. First off, you'll notice we are in a different place and decked out with the new armor and weapon. Yeah, it took me about 4 parts to get through the bridge, the Great Bridge, to the Emperor's Throne, right into the Emperor's Throne Room entrance. During that, after I finished that, I tried to fight him and failed quite horribly, so I had to grind. This is the hero set armor. Hero helm, hero armor. It used to be the blood armor, which looked very similar to Kane's armor and Shining Force Neo, but bygones be bygones. And so, yeah, the hero armor is a lot better than the blood armor. Not only in defense, but it gives us move of A. Yeah, the blood armor was a move of D. So he was almost as bad as Cyril was with her little tap dance. You could use and equip like the speed ring, which helped considerably. Okay. Yeah, I got past level 20 in the bonus dungeon. That's how I got this armor set. So there are 2 ways to open the store. You can open it yourself, or you can do this.
Where's Ragnadom? Tell me!
You've come to see my brother? You may find him inside. By all means, please enter. My name is Kathiana, by the way. And you are?
Huh? Oh, my name's Toma.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Toma. Please give my regards to my brother.
And it magically opens for us. Woo. Okay, Ragnadom, for all intents and purposes, isn't too easy, not like the other ones.
Ah! It seems a squeaky little mouse has snuck its way in.
Ragnadom, you pig! We finally found you!
With that lovely attitude, may I assume you haven't come here to join me?
Of course not. I've come to make you stop the war you're waging against the Magnus.
Sorry, but that's not on my agenda. But it's a good thing that you're here. Now I can capture you and use Shining Force exactly as I'd planned.
The problem with Ragnadom is not his physical attacks. Those I can take with ease. It is his fire attacks. He does one very bad fire attack that sprays out the one we saw with the big dragon guy. Oh god, very big damage. And usually result in instant death, so I usually have to use the healing pool right away when I can. The only other bad part is that Ragnadom does not like attacking you most of the time. He is now. But he usually likes attacking support people. Don't ask me why. Perhaps should have done that. That wasn't his other attack. You don't really get a good warning of when he's going to use it. He just uses it when he's see, oh my god. Yeah, and as you can see, Brooklyn usually is a great help in this battle. Come on, get up. As you see, his normal attack is doing 20 damage, which is nothing compared to what I use that. Oh my god, so good. Fairy dust. Now try knocking me down. We're not gonna do that. Oh god. As you see, I usually use 2 weapons because I don't want to die. Instant death is not fun. Oh. Well, it doesn't matter. He is now. Okay. Now while he's down there beaten, I'm gonna go plunder his treasure. And I think that's all we get from him. That's good enough to level up the Geo Fortress. So I would have liked more Ragnadom, you're not a very good host. Yeah, we want to talk to him.
I don't believe it. To think that I should be defeated by this child.
I wasn't chosen to be Heritor for nothing. Order the Noswald army heading for Fearland to withdraw. Now! If you refuse, you know what'll happen, right?
No, I refuse. I will not recall my army, no matter what you do to me.
Why do you want this war so badly? You know that if you go on like this, you'll awaken Malzatra, don't you? Why are you determined to resurrect Malzatra? Are you crazy? Do you want to destroy the world?
Destroy the world? What a ridiculous thing to say. You simpletons could never understand such heavenly aspirations as my own. Indeed, I most certainly intend to resurrect Malzatra. But that is only because I have learned how to destroy him once and for all. The power to cleanse the darkness which once resided in Shining Force over 3,000 years ago is needed to destroy Malzatra. But it was lost when the Holy Sword was tainted by evil beings. So if those evil beings are destroyed, the stain on Shining Force will be purified, and its godlike powers will return. Those evil beings are none other than the Magnus.
The Magnus tainted Shining Force. How do you know that?
The Magnus worship Malzatra, according to facts that surfaced after I was crowned Emperor. Malzatra's resting place is deep beneath the grounds of the Crimson Palace, the stronghold of the Magnus. Descendants of the evil beings who tainted the Holy Sword still guard Malzatra's resting place to this day. They will not get away with this for much longer, I assure you this.
But if Malzatra is resurrected, a lot of people will die. You have to realize that.
For everything, there is a cost. And no matter how much needs to be sacrificed, I must follow the path of good. Besides, if Malzatra were to be resurrected, the first to suffer would be the Magnus. Taking advantage of that, chaos will provide a chance to destroy the Magnus once and for all. The world will be free from fear once the Magnus and Malzatra have been eliminated. We will have pure, everlasting peace in the world at last. So if you wish to strike me down, then so be it. But my loyal army will not be kept from continuing this righteous path, even in my absence.
Chapter end. Yeah, that battle probably could. Meh. At first I thought I was going to have to use Cyril with that, but I know this cutscenes will probably be different. Countdown, Chapter 13.
It seems to be over. I have a bad feeling about that earthquake. It felt unnatural. It could be a bad omen.
Lady Raimixion! The gate! The gate!
Whee! Again.
Why? Why has this happened?
What is it, Lernazel?
Look! The gate! The nether gate is opening!
Impossible! The nether gate has never opened like this before. Why is it opening? It shouldn't open unless the gate seal is broken by the Holy Sword. Could it be that the ship is awakening as well?
I cannot pinpoint the exact location of Malzatra. The last known location of Malzatra was on a ship called the Gusk.
Then where is the Gusk?
It is said to have crashed in an area southeast of the Geofortress. It seems to be somewhere near the Magnus stronghold, the Crimson Palace.
Does that mean that what Ragnadom said is true? About the Magnus worshipping Malzatra?
Wait just a minute here. Stop making all these assumptions. I've never heard the Malzatra ship is in the castle's basement.
Plus, we Magnus are really scared of Malzatra. Why would we worship someone like that?
Alright, you're right. Knowing Ami and Falkland, I can't make myself believe that Magnus are evil beings.
Then Ragnadom is wrong about the stain on the Holy Sword and how it can be cleansed by destroying the Magnus.
It would be unwise to use such blanket statements such as right or wrong. Such a strategy as Emperor Ragnadom proposes has never been tested. For now, we have no concrete basis as to how Shining Force will be able to recover the power it once had. Once Shining Force has been cleansed of its stain, the power of both holy swords shall unite and resurrect the godlike power that will eliminate all darkness. This is a quote from ancient scriptures, and it is the only clue that remains of how to defeat Malzatra.
So, basically, we can't be sure about anything.
Oh no.
Hey! What's going on, Zenis?
A huge energy reaction is coming from the crash site of the Gusk. The amount of energy here... This is most peculiar. It is hard to imagine, but there is a possibility that the Gusk may have been reactivated.
What? That can't be. There's no record anywhere of that ever happening before. Even when Malzatra returned, the Gusk always remained dormant.
You are absolutely correct, Mr. Cyril. But consider this energy reaction. This could have something to do with Malzatra's premature resurrection. In the case that there is more energy than is needed for Malzatra's resurrection, the surplus could be flowing into the Gusk.
Let's get to the Crimson Palace then. We should see for ourselves exactly what's going on here.
Off we go then. I better check the radar system to see where I need to go. Lad. Don't know why it's being this way. Here we go. Okay. Destination. We just need to go to the East Balkan Desert. Well, I can get to the desert. Don't know how far the portal will lead me. I think only the first part. Well, it shouldn't be hard to get through the creatures then. Oh, first... Oh, the cannon needs two now. Gosh. Talk about sucking out my energy. Okay. Yeah, only the West Balkan Desert. I'm sure once I get to the East one, they'll tell me what to do. I'm not gonna deal with you guys. I should be way overpowered from you guys now.
Leave them to me.
Oh god. Oh. Poor dude. Love it. Ah! I hate Gorgons. I almost swear Falkland can use something to help heal us. But I guess since I changed to...
Leave them to me.
No, didn't think close. That's pretty bad. You know you're way overleveled with monsters when you can kill them in one go. Approaching Ferdland, the domain of Magnus, enter through Brodar Station, only Magnus may enter. Yada yada yada. Oh, don't we have to have her? Ragnadom opened it up for us. Don't think we need them. Like I said, I'm too overpowered for you guys. Unless you want your asses kicked. Oh, we're over time. See you next part.